Well, now at 6, the small community of Sandpoint continues to share grief, but also help each other move forward after a missing teen in the Aleutians was found after falling from a canoe earlier this week.
The Alaska Dive Search, Rescue and Recovery Team found 15-year-old Kaipo Kaminanga's body on Thursday. The teen was canoeing with friends Monday when the boat capsized into frigid water there. Another team dove in and was able to save 2 others, but not Kaipo. The tight-knit community and other Aleutian communities have helped in that search and tried to assist the family to cope as well.
It just shows the broad impact that he had on everybody he met. Like, it was not just here in our region or in our town or his grade. It was across the whole area. People really loved him, and it really moved people to show support and to provide for the family.
Well, Sandpoint only has about 500 residents, so most families do know each other. They have come together and raised thousands of dollars this week.
Developing tonight, former state legislator Craig Johnson has died at the age of 62.
He was honored during the legislative session in Juneau earlier today.
Just a moment of silence to honor his presence and his work in this building and for Alaska.
Craig Johnson worked in several roles. He was a legislative aide, also general manager of the Alaska Journal of Commerce, served in the Alaska House of Representatives in 2007 for 10 consecutive years, then again from 2023 to 2025.
Governor Mike Dunleavy confirms a date will be picked for flags to be flown at half-staff to honor Johnson. He released a statement reading in part, Craig Johnson always stood for what was right and fought for sensible solutions in response to Alaska's challenges. I'm grateful to have called him a friend. Craig Johnson was also the husband of Nancy Johnson, who recently retired as general manager of KTUU.
Well, tomorrow morning, Senator Dan Sullivan will be part of a meeting at the University of Alaska Anchorage discussing Arctic security. Others, like the chairman of the Senate Committee on Commerce and members representing the Coast Guard, will also be in attendance. Discussions scheduled to get underway at 11. After the hearing, Sullivan is expected to break down what was discussed, and we'll have more details online and in our weekend newscasts.
Well, it's Friday night, everybody, and the feeling is right to head out to Fur Rondy in Anchorage. It's day 2 of the iconic festival as it prepares for a big weekend.
Oh, man, so excited. We got the team coverage talking about the sled dog race today, carnival fun, and that is where Danny Tompkins and Bailey Braun are standing by. But we're going to start with the chief meteorologist, Melissa Fry, and the forecast.
It is Rondy season. So fun. Hard to believe it's already here, but we are seeing some kind of nice weather for it. Want to show you those sunny skies in downtown. It's just been gorgeous out there today. You just need all the extra layers to be prepared. Again, I think we're going to have a look at those temperatures and wind chill values, which have been a concern as well. We've been seeing temperatures sitting below 0 overnight, barely making it into those single digits during the day. There's that live view right now at 4th and D. 4 degrees with those winds out of the north. It's a light wind, but even with 7 miles per hour, that wind chill sitting at 8 below. We're seeing that sunshine through Palmer all the way to Fairbanks, 27 below for you in Fairbanks tonight. And Juneau, calm, dry conditions for now, 20 degrees, but we do have another storm on the way. Here's a look at those current conditions across the state. You can see sub-zero temperatures to the slope all the way out to the west coast, and we are seeing cloudy conditions in southeast, winter storm warnings and advisories in place because we are going to see heavy snow moving in starting tomorrow, continuing all the way through the weekend. Further north, those areas that you see highlighted in teal, those are the corners of the state where we are seeing the most extreme wind chill conditions. So do be prepared for that. And if you are planning on heading out downtown, out and about in Anchorage this weekend, just be prepared for the cold. About 10 degrees below 0 tonight, 6 for the high temperature on Saturday, back below 0 Sunday morning with a high of 9 degrees. We warm up a little bit on Sunday, and we do hold on to that sunshine. So yes, just grab those extra layers. And if you're planning to head to one of the mini Fur Rondy events this weekend, Bailey Braun and Danny Thompson, they have you covered. We're taking all that's going on in downtown, starting with the carnival, of course. How are you staying warm down there, Bailey and Danny?
Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, it's really cold out here. You just mentioned that wind chill is -8 degrees, and Danny, it's really feeling like it. It's important to be able to layer up tonight. We've got our fur on. We're representing pretty well, so make sure that if you are coming tonight, you layer up.
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot happening out here. You can tell. Actually, our reporter last night, Joe Allgood, went on this very ride. Now, I did not brave that one, but we went on a few others, and
We did.
it's been pretty fun. Shout out to our photographer, Courtney Simmons, for braving this with us. But this is the 60th anniversary, and Bailey, you mentioned that there's something new happening this year.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, today's Military Appreciation Day, so that's important to know if you come out here. But temperatures are actually sitting about 25 degrees below normal, and last year temperatures were actually sitting about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. So this year is actually much chillier. You don't need me telling you that. You already know that it's pretty cold. So just be aware of that. Anytime you plan on coming out, tomorrow's high is going to be around 6 degrees. So single digits, be sure to layer up. I can't stress that enough, Danny.
Yeah, and especially tomorrow, I know many people might be coming out for the fireworks, which is pretty amazing. So definitely layer up for that. Lots of fun things going on, a lot of food, rides, and there's a little warming tent as well. But just a great celebration of Fur Rondy.
Yeah, and that warming tent, this is the first time they've ever had it. So in all 60 years, this is the first time. So I think that's something that people can look forward to. Get those warm drinks in your system to warm up. And yeah, just ultimately have a great time. Stay warm. That's all that I can say.
Yeah, of course. I'm Danny Tompkins.
I'm Bailey Braun.
Back to you guys.
Fantastic, ladies.
Great. Bailey rocking the gloves, Danny rocking the hat, Courtney Simmons walking backwards.
Yes, well represented.
Unbelievable.
They did
All right.
great.
Well, there are many things to do at Fur Rondy, and those ladies, they were ready. They're warm, okay?
Yes.
But one of the things to do, the Open World Championship sled dog races.
We've got Georgina Fernandez giving us a look at the four-legged contestants looking to take the crown.
It's the first day for the Open World Championship sled dog races here in downtown Anchorage. And look at them go. They're sprinting right now 26 miles. Now, this is a 3-day race. And at the end, they're going to see who is the fastest person overall during those 3 days. Now, despite being 0 degrees here in the afternoon, we are seeing folks coming out as they are celebrating these racers. Now, we're seeing folks from across the world, from Germany, from Canada, and all over the lower 48 competing here. Now, races kick off also on Saturday and Sunday at noon, and they're going to go to 2 p.m.
That's what people dream about at night. They dream about this race, not the short little 3-mile sprint, but the 26-mile that challenges everything you could have about when you're running a dog team. There are culverts, there are bridges. You're running down the streets of Anchorage. It's an astonishing race, and honestly, you will not find it anywhere else in the world.
Now, this is a really special year. They're racing the first time underneath that new arch, and this is the 80th year that are racing.
We have a beautiful arch to mush under. Some dog teams on this race start and finish right under the arch. This is not a ceremonial start. This is an all-out race. They are racing from the moment it says go until they come back through that arch.
And 17 teams are racing here this weekend. Again, worldwide, and more race activities will be kicking off on Saturday starting at noon. Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.
Thanks so much, Georgina. Looks like a great time down there. And as all the fun of Fur Rondy continues through March 8th, we have you covered on what you need to know when you visit. Right now on our website, you can check things out like road closures, no parking areas, and a schedule of all the events, including the kickoff party and Saturday's talent show preliminaries.
Do you have your pin?
I'm going to get one.
Get the pin.
Going to get the pin.
All right.
Absolutely. I've heard what happens if you don't.
You know. All right.
Well, the Fairbanks North Star Borough Assembly seems to be prioritizing next year's project funding.
Last night, members voted unanimously to adopt the capital improvement program for the next fiscal year, which begins in July. The update includes funding for improvements to local schools, like adding new boilers. Improvements to Lathrop High School's track is also on that list. Community tennis courts are expected to see upgrades, while the borough plans to scope out a multi-purpose building at Birch Hill, which is a popular ski area. A tourist destination and local favorite Pioneer Park could also see some attention.
We are upgrading the playground, the train, shoring up the trestles for the train, the Gold Rush Town, the kind of that original A67 site. We've got work going on the foundations and roofs and a lot of those historic buildings.
A lot of things you don't visually see because they're energy efficient type of jobs. So, you might be warmer in the building, but you don't realize the impact of it in the long term.
These decisions are not final. The Assembly will revisit the plan during budget season where funding could still be adjusted.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.